Are Have you returned to Ho Chi Minh City?
Yes, I've just returned here since the last Monday.
Hmm. Uh, so you haven't finished the second semester, or you are going to prepare for the third semester of the first year?
I'm not going to have the third semester, but the second one would I will end in uh in July.
Mm. And how long do you have for your summer vacation?
I think it would be approximately 2 months.
What do you intend to do during your summer vacation?
Maybe just hang out with my sisters and spend more time with my family. As I'm thinking about getting a part-time job to get some money so that I can help my mom with the tuition fee.
What kind of part-time job do you intend to do?
Um, I haven't think about that. I haven't thought about that yet, but my mom said that she would help me to find one.
So you find a part-time job in Ho Chi Minh City or in your hometown?
Mm, I think I would um, go home and then find a job at my home in my hometown because when I stay in Ho Chi Minh City, I would have to spend more money on the living cost. So I'd like to go home.
Because the living cost in your hometown is lower, so if you return to your hometown, you just need to pay the rent, right?
Yes, yes.
Pay a monthly rent. Okay. Do you think you have changed a lot, or have you gained something after the first year studying at university?
Oh. Mm. I think that not only studying at university helped me to gain some new experience, but also having a part-time job in a new area also it could help me to learn more about the real world. Like I can learn how to deal with multiple types of person and I also have some kind of experiences to work in a group.
Mm. So work in the group is mean from your academic program, you learn lots of skills, maybe useful for your future job. And when you find a part-time job, it teaches you how to deal with the problems in the society. Um,
Uh, yes.
uh, do you lead active lifestyle? Do you have an active lifestyle when you are a student, a university student?
Oh, yes, I can say I kind of satisfies with my active lifestyle. Um, for example, I have a lot of free time, and I use that free time to um spend my new hobbies like learning new language and exploring the city. I also have uh spend times with my friend to hang out, and to relax my mind as well.
Mhm. How much time a day? You have 24 hours, you have 24 hours a day. How much time do you spend staying in your room and for study and for your work and other social activities?
Oh. I could say that I spend almost 24 hours a day in my room for many different purposes. Like I can study on my bed and chat with my friend in my room because I don't like to go out a lot these days. It's kind of rainy.
Mm. So because of the bad weather, it prevents you from going out. Can
Uh,
you still ensure or you still maintain your health condition by doing exercise every day?
yes, I do. I do exercise almost every day. Just some simple exercises which you can do in narrow spaces like my room.
Mm. Do you spend a lot of time on the screens, including laptop and smartphone screens?
Uh, yes, I do. I think I can say that it would be about more than 10 hours a day. Not only I use it for entertaining, but also for my studying and also many different purposes.
Do you have enough 3 meals a day or you eat more than that?
Um, yes, I have enough 3 meals a day and some small meals which could help me to relax in my free time.
When you feel hungry, do you try to eat a lot to satisfy yourself, or you just eat enough because you also need to keep fit?
Um, when I feel especially hungry, I would try to eat as much as I can because gaining more weight is my. Ủa cái từ mục tiêu mà nói sau rồi ta.
Purpose.
Yes,
Purpose.
yes.
Goal. You want to gain goal. You want to gain weight.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
I'm kind of
so you mean that uh, if we want to gain weight, we need to eat a lot as much as we can.
um I don't think so. It's would depends on the diet and also daily activities.
Mm. So, do you exercise after eating your meal, or uh, some people some people think that doing exercise will help them uh, reduce or lose weight. So, if someone really wants to gain weight, they avoid doing exercise because doing exercise can cause can burn calorie helps burn calorie and then you cannot gain weight. So what do you think about that situation? That does it is it true that doing exercise definitely um, help someone just just help someone gain weight, lose weight, not gain weight?
Mhm. Yeah, I think that doing exercise can somehow help one person to lose weight, but it isn't so effective to say that it would be important in your um, losing weight journey. It's more important in the diet you eat, you have, and also your way of living. So, in my opinion, doing exercise is something that to maintain a good health, not for losing weight.
Some people want to lose weight or gain weight. They still need to exercise because um, if you have the problem with your weight, so uh, doing exercise doesn't mean you need to burn calories. It means you need to adjust your body system, especially the uh, metabolism.
Mhm.
Uh, Metabolism system. Hmm, sorry, I metabolism. Let me check the IPA. Metabolism system. Mm, okay.
Oh.
I also see some people doing exercise to gain weight and also some big others um, doing exercise to lose weight. So, okay. Nowadays, lots of people are facing problem, health problems. Maybe not only one health problems, a lot. And one of the most important, one of the most common problems, I would say health problems nowadays is obesity. Okay. Do you think this problem may happen more frequently among younger people or older people?
Uh, I think that obesity is happening more in the younger generation because as a Gen Z person, I realized that the convenience of life it's getting more people to become lazier, and it just depends on the technological things, and they forgot to do it themselves or something like that. So they become reliant on technological advancement and lose the ability uh, to work on something themselves. So that's why younger generation are getting more overweight.
They rely on technological
Technology,
advancements. You mean technological devices?
kiểu như tiện ích công nghệ đó á.
Uh, so they become overweight because they exercise less and they rely too much on their modern devices. So they don't exercise and then they become overweight. It's been because of their daily activities, including it's when they less exercise and then they become overweight. So if I don't exercise, it means I become overweight, right?
Uh, some
So
sort
what?
of that.
Okay. How about their eating habits?
Oh, yes, their internet habits also affect a lot in their to their weights. But I think that people are very um care about what they eat today due to many news you see fake foods and things. So they are more concerned about what they eat, and I think that it's not as effective to their weight than it was in the past.
How
Mhm.
about the food they eat? I mean, they if people just eat healthy food or they follow a healthy diet, or even they eat less but they still gain overweight because they eat some unhealthy food like fast food and any other kind of rich in calories.
Uh,
Um,
is
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 it
it?
possible? Is it possible for someone to become overweight because they eat fast food? Yes or no?
Mm. Yes, I think so because fast food is high in calories.
Mm, okay. If a person become obese, huh? When they become obese, do you think genetics, huh? Genetics should take the responsibility for that?
Oh. Yes, I do think so because I know a lot of people who are very skinny and they try to eat as much as they can to gain more weight, but they couldn't. And when I came abroad to ask for the reason. They said that their whole family is as skinny as themselves, and I think it would because of the genetics.
Mm. So it's share the similar features that someone who have the who become obese, maybe they have the genetic tendency have the genetic genetic um, tendency to gain weight easily. So you want to gain weight,
Mm.
and think it's easy or difficult for you to gain weight? And do you think one of the reasons that make you look so skinny is that you it is because of because of the genetics, relationships relation.
Ah, um, I think that uh, I tried my best to gain more weight, but I couldn't. It's not only because my genetics, because my dad is kind of fat, but I think it would depends mostly on my diet and also how I activate around the area I live. So it just burns down the calorie daily, so I couldn't get m- more weight.
For some people with slower uh, metabolism metabolisms, do you think they can gain weight more easily or more difficultly?
I think that with people who have slower metabolisms, it would be more difficult to lose weight because
Mm,
um yeah metabolism help us to get rid of the exit in the metabolism process. That's why we can keep fit, but people with slower metabolism couldn't fasten the process. That's why they become more overweight.
mm. In other words, we can say metabolism affects the process on how quickly our body burns the calories. So if we have the slower metabolisms, it means the process of exchanging food and other nutrition in our body becomes slower and slower. So um, yeah, we we tend to gain weight, not to lose weight.
Mm.
How about stress and depressions? People suffer from stress and depressions have a tendency to lose weight or gain weight.
I think that people who are living with depression and stress have are tend to gain weight easier than um, any people else because I think living with stress is also a activity that burns the calories, burns the energy we have in our body. So if one person is uh, having stress, their body would have to use the energy to burn in their depression. That's why they don't have the energy to do other activities which would help them to burn calories to lose weight. So around me, many depressed people are overweight.
Hmm. It depends on their uh, eating habit too. Some people feel stressed and they always find food to eat. The more they stressed, the more food they eat. Uh, the more the more stressed they feel or they are, the more food they eat, and they easily gain weight. But also some people, for some people, they don't want to eat anything when they feel stressed. Yeah, so they lose weight. And of course, in this matter, stress and depressions can also considered one of the reasons to make people overeat something and then especially the unhealthy foods. So this factor contributes uh, to weight gain. Huh. Gain weight is a Gain weight is a verb and weight gain is a noun phrase. Mm. Okay. If I don't exercise every day, do I easily gain weight?
Yes, I do think so because exercise daily would help you to burn calories, and that's why we lose weight.
Hmm. If I don't exercise but I work hard, so how about the possible possible results?
Uh, I think working hard is also a activity uh, alike to doing exercise, so that would help you to burn calories.
Hmm. What is the difference between working so hard and doing exercise? Do they bring the same benefits?
Ah, mm, I think the common benefits would be uh would would be help you lose weight, but it's kind of different because exercises is designed by professionals who are the expert in the physical field, so they know how to invent exercises which would help you to lose more weight easier. But on the other hand, working hard help you to burn calories, but not as effective as doing exercises.
Hmm. We have some health problems. The first one, heart disease. We have type 2 diabetes
Oh.
and some joint problems. Mm, the the risk of stroke, stroke or cancers, and maybe some mental health issues or problems.
Mm.
So obesity just make people look ugly, making them less confident when in front of other people, or it also leads to any other kind of diseases.
Ah. I think that obesity not only make people less confident in their life, but also have uh, bad consequences. For example, we can think of heart disease. I think that I'm not a professional, but many people said that when you get overweight, the the blood transfer process in your body would become slower, and you would have a higher possibility to have heart disease.
Mm, okay. So if someone can follow a healthy diet and also a healthy lifestyle, so is it possible for them to get any disease,
Oh.
or they would stay away, completely stay away from diseases in their life?
Mm. Um, Personally, I think that the disease like cancer or heart disease is something that in their genetics. So no matter how hard they exercise or how good their diets are, they can also have a small possibility of having cancer or heart disease. I think it's inevitable. Inevitable.
Inevitable, okay. Mm. If people do physical activity daily, is it easy for them to lose weight, or they still can maintain their healthy weight?
Oh, I think that um, doing exercises and having a good diet help in losing weight and keep fit. So if you just do hard activities or doing exercises, it would not affect much to your physical gesture.
Physical gesture, what do you mean?
Ờ, kiểu cái gì cái hình thái á,
Tức là sao?
tức là kiểu mình giảm cân bằng cái tập thể thao với lại ăn cái gì có chế độ ăn, nhưng mà chỉ tập thể thao thôi á thì nó cũng không có ảnh hưởng nhiều, ý ý là như vậy.
Mm, physical activity. Mm, physical activity doesn't affect much your weight,
Ừ.
because it also depends on your diet and other factors like your sleeping habits. So, a person who sleep late, stay up too late, or someone who lack sleep. So, the person lack sleep or stay up too late can lose weight easily or can gain weight. If they stay up late or they lack sleep.
Mm, mm. I think um as a skinny person, I can see that staying up too late can help you to lose weight, but not in a healthy way. It's like you have to. I don't think that I feel good at this time because um I'm too skinny. That's a result of staying up too late and lack sleep. So is it advisable for um, everyone to have enough sleep hours?
Mhm. But I'm in an opposite trend. I mean, um, during the past 6 months, I often stay up too late and I sleep less, so I tend to feel more tired. And during the day, it's time for me to do exercise, but I feel so tired, so I have no energy to do exercise. It makes me reduce my physical activity, so it makes me trippy because this is one of the reasons because I don't do exercise daily at a specific time following the exercise habits. So this means that I reduce physical activity. Mm, I also lack of sleep. When I lack of sleep, um, or I stay up too late, I feel hungry and then I crave for food. And for someone who, because people often have 3 meals a day, so at night when they stay up late, they feel hungry. They don't cook meal, so they often crave or they grab some unhealthy food. Yeah, and of course, people eating in the middle of the night. Uh, we cannot do exercise at that time, so they create unhealthy food and then they don't do exercise, and it also make them gain weight. I think you stay up late and you lack sleep and you are skinny. Maybe your diet doesn't provide you enough nutrition and vitamin, and you also need to study hard. You work hard every day. Work hard here is mean you study so hard. It makes you skinny. Uh, okay. Mm, um, so if people want to lose weight healthily, do you suggest some ways for them?
Ah. I think that my favorite advice would be having enough sleep hour and try to control your craving for food.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so how about nowadays some people, as we just mentioned, genetics. Some people really want to lose weight. They do exercise. They try different types of exercise, different ways to lose weight, but they are not successful. They end up using the weight loss drugs.
Um,
Okay,
mm.
is it safe to lose weight?
Uh, no, I don't think so. I think that the drugs do something to your metabolisms, to help you to like uh go to the toilet more often and get rid of all the nutrients in your body. That's why it makes you uh skinnier, and the drugs also make you to feel uh less interested in food, and you skip meals, so it could help you to lose weight fast, but not a healthy way.
Because they prevent you to absorb the food, right? And also, those kind of drugs also have the side effects. Some people have nausea. Mhm. Some people have diarrhea, diarrhea, or also increased heart rate, and of course, um, um, worse than that, it risks their life. Okay. Should the government allow businesses um, advertise and sell weight loss drugs?
Mm. I think that as we know that weight loss drug is not healthy and kind of toxic somehow, the government should allow them to be on the markets. But there's still a lot of types of drugs out there on the market, and I don't know what it's the government doing.
Mm, because as long as they didn't use any ingredients against the law, so they can still do business with that kind, do this business. Mm. I see currently when I surf TikToks, listen or watch some news. Governments are managing and handling with some problems, like they try to capture the person, investigate some situations where the seller used harmful ingredients in that kind of drugs that affects people health, and of course they have some serious punishment for those people. Mm, of course, they if they do business, so whether or not they can sell the products, it depends on the customer's preferences. Um, According to the law, I think governments will manage and limit the things that are harmful to the people. Mm, but in Vietnam, weight loss drugs uh, are legal. Okay. How about the effects? Do you think obesity have any effects or impacts on the healthcare cost,
Us.
or I would say the healthcare costs are the government of the government.
And mm, um, yes, I do think that obesity has a big effect on the healthcare cost. As we said before, obesity not only make people less confident in their life, but also make them to have a higher possibility with many other disease like heart disease and cancers. So people with obesity have a higher risk to um, like use more money to cure other diseases.
Mm. Obesity causes lots of diseases, so um, as the governments are responsible for all aspects of life of the citizen, so um, governments also need to spend a lot of money on hospital and clinics, right? So as a result, obesity um, increases the healthcare cost, and it puts a strain on national health system. Okay, we'll move to the other topic. Why do people feel stressed? So we first think about the students. What makes students stressed?
Ah, yes. I think that the top reason would be children is always under the pressure of getting high score or to please their parents. Like every parents want their children there to do well at school, to perform well at school. So children have to live with that pressure, try to be the best every day, try to satisfy their parents every day. And when they couldn't have the ability to do that, they become stressful and depressed.
They want to perform better at school because it's good for themselves and they are aware of that, or they just want to make an effort
Mm.
because of their parents' expectations.
Mm. Obviously, it's good for themselves to perform well at school, to get good score at school, but not many children, many students at that age can realize that fact, and they just think that studying is for their parents, not for themselves. So that's why they cannot keep up with the demand of their parents.
So why people feel stressed with their work?
Mm. I think that when you get into a real business world, the worst pressure is the salary and living expenses. People have to work to earn money to maintain their living. So when people who work in a, for example, company feel stressed, it would be because they couldn't meet the KPI and it can affect their salaries.
Mm. And they also struggle because if they don't perform well, they cannot keep their jobs. Um, are you worried about your financial problems?
No, I think that I'm kind of happy with my financial situation at this time because my parents give me enough money to spend for the whole month, and I also have some kind of support money from my part-time job, so it's fine for me.
Are you still doing your part-time job?
Uh, yes,
Mm, okay. Does your part-time job bring you a lot of stress?
yes, a lot because I think that people at work is not uh yeah, it's like they don't like me a lot because I'm kind of different, and I'm younger than them, so oh, I'm younger than they, so Ủa đến đây là đăng ta. But you know,
Then
so it's like I'm like a big difference in the environment. So I think they don't like me a lot.
I think that it's not because of your generation gap, not because of your age difference. I used to work in the similar situation as you. I used to be young at the same age as you, working for many years, and I have learned from my experience. Some people are very young, but they still deal with the problems, deal with people really well. So because they have good interpersonal skill.
Oh,
Yeah, when I worked interpersonal skills mean the way you deal with the problems with people and you can improve the relationships with people.
mm,
I suggest you read more books about interpersonal skills and communication skills because even you are not a bad person, you are a really good employee, but you don't know how to adjust, how to ease the situation. So sometimes you don't have any intention to harm any other people or make other people's job difficult, but because of the way we communicate, the way we convey our meanings, it makes people misunderstand and then they try to harm you and they try to isolate you and it causes lots of trouble, a lot of trouble for your work and your study. So to make it smooth, smoother for your future job, future career path, I suggest you try to find more PDF versions online. You don't need to buy printed version because you have the limited finance. So
mm,
I suggest you find more books on maybe sikhop.com website and try to find more books that can help you improve your communication skills. I consider myself lack of interpersonal skills, so I find it difficult for me to please my customers. But if I want to be more successful in the future, I want to find more customers, I want to develop my own educational business. So I need to improve my interpersonal skills too. One of the key that make you become success that I learned from YouTube videos from a successful people, a successful person, especially in finance or in business. So the key to make your business successful is that you know how to make customers happy. If you can make customer happy, it means you can make people surrounding you, including your managers, your coworkers satisfied. It doesn't mean we need to please other people because we just be our uh, real ourselves. I mean, you need still needs to be the real you. You need uh, to be honest to yourself. But when you work in a business environment, so you need to train yourself how to adapt to the situation, how to meet people's requirements, and then you can survive. If you want to become successful, you need to learn a lot of skills and including interpersonal skills that can help you improve your situation. I believe that we were sent to this world since the first day we were born and we have the missions in this life and every at different stages of our life the universe sends us different lessons and of course learn how to deal with problems and you overcome the problems the difficulties and then you can upgrade your level you move to the next level. So if you feel something hard or difficult for you to deal with and you need to deal with that until you pass that test you can entered and you encounter other problems and every time you overcome the problems you become better and you perfect yourself. uh, uh, In the past, you studied in your hometown. You didn't worry about money, about finance, about tuition fee, anything about your life. But in the future, when you work, you couldn't quit your job, even though you are really stressed and tired and you hate your job. But you need to learn how to deal with that and try to deal with the difficult situations. Just because something are easy, it means you already passed that level. You need to learn how to deal, how to overcome the obstacles come into your life. They dislike you not because you are bad, just because they are not good enough to treat you. But you need to learn how to deal with the problem, try to ease the situation, try to improve your interpersonal skill. You don't need to make them like you, but you try to improve your relationships at work. So it helps you a lot and it opens the new doors, new windows for you to get more opportunities for your future.
Mm.
Okay.
Right.
Do you often feel stressed and how can you deal with that?
Uh, yes, I think that I feel stressed like daily, but in on the next day I would try to forget about that, and I always sad because at the end of the day I know I try to find the reason why I stress out, and I would somehow fix that and try to prepare the better me in the next day. Sometimes I use my free time to listen to music just to ease my mind, or go out with my friends also help a lot.
Part-time job brings you more stress than your study? Yes or no?
Yes, it is because in my university environment is a kind of healthy because everyone it's professional and they know how to deal with people around. They know how to work well in a group. That's why I feel relaxed and pleased when I'm at the class. But when I'm at my work environment, I have to deal with all kind of people with bad attitude. Like they are in different school, they live a different life, so we don't have a common topic to talk about, and I don't get along well with those people, and I think that I'm underpaid, so I will try to quit that job.
Mm, okay. Uh, Now we review a common structure, and I'm sure that you already know, but it's not. I'm not sure that you know how to apply or you always remember using the structure in your essay, especially for the introduction. So look at the first sentence. Teaching can be sometimes a tiring and stressful job, but so this structure help you introduce the contrasting ideas. And when you use under, right? You don't use but, and you put under for the first in the first clause. How do we use this one in this context? So try to use however.
Uh, uh, Teaching can sometimes be a tiring and stressful job. However, it is generally very satisfying.
How about number three? Nonetheless, nonetheless. So in this context, it's similar to however. Okay, so tell me.
Oh, anyway, teaching can sometimes be a tiring and stressful job. Nonetheless, it is generally very satisfying.
Okay, number one, using nonetheless. Rewrite the sentence. Instead of using but, use the other. Do you understand? Sorry? Tự nhiên bị văng. Okay. Number one, please.
Mắc 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 thôi.
Nói lại chưa?
Dời dời lại nè.
Okay, number one.
Uh, I sometimes eat junk food. Nonetheless, my diet is quite healthy.
Number two.
Mm. Uh, although my hometown is really small, uh, there are lots of things to do.
Number three.
Uh, it is expensive to fly business class. How it's worth it. Oh, however, it's so comfortable.
Okay. The next one. Complete the sentence using your own ideas. Although it's still true that studying abroad can be expensive, expensive, huh? I
Mm.
think it brings lots of benefits to future your career path. Okay. So number two.
Uh, uh, it is clear that prison is the best punishment for serious crimes such as murder. However, uh, murder. However, I think that the punishment should depend on what kind of crimes it is.
Okay.
Uh, to sum up, uh,
Mm,
it's
mm,
true working from home has some advantages, such as not having to travel to work every day. Nonetheless, my view is working from home. Working away from home, it's a pre precious experience to have in our life.
So it has some advantages.
Yes, yes.
That's not. Nonetheless, my view is that huh, it also mm, there are my view is that there are also some drawbacks. Such
Job.
as blah blah. Okay. We talked about being single. Uh, being single is more exciting. Do you think so?
Uh, I'm not sure about that because I haven't been in a relationship before, but I'm being single now and I feel satisfied with that.
Okay. Going to university is the only way for people to become successful. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree with that because we can see that many people who didn't go to university is getting successful nowadays, and it's like it has more way to become rich, become successful, not only just going to university, but going to university is a easier way to get succeed.
Mm. Maybe it's not easier. I don't think it's easy. So it's not the only way, but it's one of the important way,
Oh,
or one of the main ways uh, to have people shorten the distance to get success. Maybe it's not the only, but it's one of the main ways.
mm,
What do you think about your life when you move out of your parents' house? Oh, sorry. Do you move out of your out of your
uh,
parents' house completely, or you are in a different situation?
No, I'm in a different situation. Like I'm living away from home, but I return gì ta? Sometimes I return to home.
Ừ. Ok. So, hôm nay đau đầu quá, nghỉ sớm tí nha.
Ok nè.
Nộp bài tí để dặn bài. Thực ra cái level cũng hiện tại á, viết bài từ vựng thì cách viết thì viết viết rồi. Cái vấn đề hiện tại là không có từ vựng để cho cái topic đó nó hay hơn nhé.
Ồ sao
À,
kỳ, sai
không
hoài luôn.
không có sai mà là nó không phải là sai, nó chỉ là cái vốn từ của mình ấy, nó chưa có được rộng, cho nên là viết bài thì viết 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 cách viết, mà để nâng đan thì mình học bài mẫu là không học thuộc lòng mà là học từ vựng. Rồi, thêm một cái nữa là trước khi viết bài á thì mình ra ID mình viết nháp, mình chỉ lên phát thảo ID của mình thôi. Nhưng mà mình phát thảo ID của mình trước là mình định hướng mình sẽ viết cái gì nha. Sau đó mình lên GPT mình chịu khó mình đọc thêm bài mẫu. Đọc thêm bài mẫu là không phải là gấp chép cái bài đó mà là học mấy cái từ mà người ta dùng ấy. Xong mình bóc ra, mình chép ra vở ấy. Và sau đó mình bắt đầu mình viết theo ý của mình để xem là sau khi mình đã đọc mấy cái bài mẫu đó rồi thì mình có học được thêm từ nào hay không, rồi mình vận dụng cho cái bài của mình. Hiện tại không phải là không biết viết mà là cách viết của mình dùng từ đơn giản và mình cần phải nâng ban thì mình nâng từ vựng lên.
Ừ.
Rồi, tức là chịu khó đọc bài mẫu nhiều vào để bóc từ vựng ra học nha. Tức là mình
Ok
phải nâng
ok.
từ vựng lên đó chứ không phải là mình không biết làm bài. Rồi, không biết Sati làm rồi.
Ủa mấy bài đó cỡ ban năm không kéo?
Bài 6 thì ráng ráng đọc bài mẫu nhiều vào.
Ừ,
Mình có
ừ.
hai lựa chọn nè. Ờ, ví dụ mình thời gian của mình không nhiều thì cứ một topic mình cứ lên đọc bài mẫu từ GPT nhé.
Ừ.
Đọc bài mẫu nó là cho tôi band 7 thôi, đừng có cho band nhiều. Sau khi đọc bài band 7 mà cảm giác cái chủ đề nó cũng không khó quá thì bảo nó cho thêm một bài band 7.5, rồi lại cho nó thêm một bảo nó cho mình thêm một bài 7 8 chấm. Và khi mình đọc những cái bài đó ấy, thì mình sẽ, một là mình lưu lại về sau mình xem lại, còn không á thì mình bóc từ ra mình học đi, xong không phải là học mà mình cứ ghi chú lại từ, rồi tới khi mà mình chắc bút mình viết á thì xem mình có dùng lại được bao nhiêu cụm từ hay không, chứ không buộc phải theo cái mạch của người ta. Mình đọc để mình học cái cách người ta diễn đạt cho nó tự nhiên và học thêm từ vựng. Còn cái bài của mình á, trước khi đọc bài mẫu là phân tích câu hỏi bằng tiếng Việt của mình trước, tại vì hiện tại từ vựng của mình hạn chế, cho nên mình cứ phân tích bằng tiếng Việt, mình định dạng trong đầu mình hoặc là mình viết ra giấy là mình sẽ đi theo hướng nào. Sau đó mình đọc bài mẫu mà nó cho bài mẫu không theo ý của mình thì mình cứ bảo nó cho một cái bài mẫu mà theo cái ý của mình xem. Rồi sau đó mình bóc từ ra rồi mình cứ ghi nháp thôi. Sau đó mình bắt đầu mình viết thì nếu mình nhớ hết từ rồi mình đừng có nhìn bài mẫu, đừng có nhìn cái từ mình viết, còn nếu mình quên thì mình cứ lật ra cái từ mà mình ghi chú lại rồi mình viết.
Ồ,
Bữa viết về overweight rồi đúng không ta?
đúng rồi.
À, nhớ đọc bài mẫu ấy nha, tức là cũng là một ID đó nhưng mà cái từ của mình dùng nó chưa có thấm vào đâu hết, để mình nâng lên.
Ngon.
Rồi, những người sống ở thành phố lớn gặp nhiều vấn đề nè, vấn đề là gì và phương pháp để những vấn đề này được giải quyết như thế nào, tức là hỏi về solution đó.
Ừ, ừ, ừ. Ok ok.
Rồi, cái bài mới thì gửi vào thứ năm đó, rồi nghĩ nha.
Ok ok.